As the market continues to sort of have a bit of a sideways day, look at Tezos. Absolutely on a tear. I'm going to get into why in a second. As always, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that would absolutely smash it in this cycle. If you invested $100 into each one when I released the videos and you're still holding those back, you would be in profit for 52,200. Add in the 2,600 you'd invested, you'd be sitting on 54,800. I've held them all. I've closed positions on them all. I've reinvested into new cryptos. You want to see what I'm in? Check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share my live portfolio. We've had some massive wins recently. There's more on the way. Let me assure you of that. And on top of that, guys, something that I keep reiterating is look for those gems. You know, when this bear cycle kicks in, you know, bank your profits all the way through. But then when the bear cycle kicks in, everything's on discount. Everything is cheap. Everything is in a perfect position to be bought at discount. I found Phantom at half a cent. It's over $1.50 now. You know, over 300 times gains. 1,000 in that, that's a house. In a bear cycle, you're going to have a lot more extended time to build positions. You don't need to go all in at once. All I'm going to do during the bear cycle is find these gems, share them with the Copy My Crypto members. I cannot, you know what, I enjoy the bull cycle, but I can't wait for the bear cycle because that's when you make that retirement level investments. I can't wait to share them with everyone. So if you want to be a part of it, check it out. Tezos, look at it, smashing it, absolutely smashing it. One really major reason, Ubisoft. I've spoken about Ubisoft before. Video game company. Their revenue in 2020 was 1.59 billion euros, which, you know, given conversion rate, that's probably around $2 billion or there, or maybe not that high. Probably $1.7 billion, $1.8 billion. Still bloody good. And quite simply, there was a massive announcement. Ubisoft Quartz is built on Tezos, an energy efficient and self-upgradable proof of stake blockchain. So Ubisoft are introducing Ubisoft Quartz. They're going to bring the energy efficient NFTs playable in a AAA game to Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Try in the beta from December 9th. That is literally in 2 days, with 3 free cosmetic drops, and learn more here. And obviously then you can check it out and see what it's all about. But goddamn, what a piece of news to come out for it, especially when we're having a sort of stagnated market. Certainly at the moment, it was rallying very nicely. Started retracing a little bit. Goddamn. Ubisoft, of course, is not available in my region. That's not fair. That's why VPNs were made. I'm not going to log into my bloody VPN to do that now. But yeah, big positive news. So, partnership with Ubisoft, obviously a $1 billion gaming company. And they're going to be, and users can acquire unique NFTs, which can be used in the game, and the platform will utilize the Tezos blockchain. Obviously, the NFTs are great. That's going to be an opportunity for people in and of itself, because we've seen record-breaking NFT sales across the last year. You know, some that you don't understand why they've run like crazy, some that are very obvious why they've run like crazy, even though they don't look particularly attractive. This one, it's a gaming one. There's going to be functionality to it. This is quite cool. So players who meet certain criteria will be able to claim 3 free cosmetic NFTs from drops for early adopters of the platform. So depending on where you are, you may be able to, based on the fact that it's a French video game company. I would be guessing there's going to be certain the restrictions are going to be based in and around. Well, it's going to be based on your country, isn't it? So hopefully you guys are available to do that. But if you're not, VPN. Yeah, that's massive news. On top of that, you know, Tezos is focused on the environmental sustainability of their blockchain. we know about this. There's been a number of cryptos, a number of blockchains that are working towards ensuring that that is the case. Reducing the energy required to operate the Tezos network has been a goal for some time and has resulted in a 70% increase in energy efficiency on a per transaction basis, resulting in the electricity requirement per transaction being 30% less. So that's a solid performance. Solid performance. I will point out there are better blockchains in terms of like a energy efficiency. But obviously that's very positive news for a very prominent blockchain. Transaction volumes have obviously risen. As you can see on the graph, there's a huge spike after some investors obviously caught wind of the news. And even to be fair, today it's up 224% in terms of trading volume. That's staggering. Tezos, Tezos has been around for a while. We know, if you're not familiar with Tezos, proof of stake. It's not too bad, to be fair. You can get the proof. The percentage of returns on the proof of stake are about 4%. They're not very good at all. Obviously, that's still 4% more than you'll ever get in a bank. The thing that Tezos has going for it is obviously it's one of the coins that's purchasable on Coinbase. Coinbase certainly opens up avenues for the growth of a crypto, because it's obviously one of the biggest exchanges in the world in many ways. It's obviously everywhere. Binance, KuCoin, well, it's everywhere. Well, I didn't say KuCoin though. In terms of what's to come for Tezos, we will see. They had one of the biggest ICOs, in history. 232 million at ICO. That's mad. Well, at the time it was mad. Now we're looking at a market cap of around about 4.6 billion. The circulating supply is pretty not that far from the total supply now, which is pretty good, because it's nice to see when a project's been around a while that the fully diluted market cap is similar to the overall market cap. I don't like seeing a huge disparity between them. In terms of Tezos, one of the men that wrote the white paper gave a nod to Satoshi Nakamoto under the pen name L.M. Goodman. Although we apparently know who Satoshi Nakamoto is now. Not convinced. Right now, Tezos is going from strength to strength. The more efficient that their protocol gets, the better, because obviously that provides a hell of a lot of positive media coverage. The less environmental impact a crypto has, the better for it. Certainly from a media perspective, you think about everything that we get with Bitcoin. Always doing environmental damage. That narrative will always be around for Bitcoin. Tezos doesn't have that. And as they get better and better and better, they'll continue to have that positive media perspective. In terms of price, like I said, with stuff like this, the biggest thing is seeing that the news has an impact, right? So a huge partnership always going to have an impact. In the same way, huge marketing always has an impact. Look at crypto.com. Look at FTX. FTX is going to end up being in a Super Bowl ad. You better believe that's going to run. And so how you market your news is important. They've marketed it well, certainly on a sort of more morning where there's a downturn in the market. Now, realistically, with Tezos, market cap wise, I mean, Tezos' all-time high in the crypto space was obviously when it launched after ICO, which was around about $10.50. Now you also do have to bear in mind the circulating supply was far, far, far lower. So to reach $10.50 again, be looking at around about a 12 billion market cap. No, you wouldn't. I'm an idiot. Yeah, you'd be looking at around about $9 billion market cap. I was thinking 15, not 10.5. Knackered. So an 8 billion market cap for something that, well, 9 billion market cap for something that's been around for many years, continues to improve and go from strength to strength, and is making partnerships with some of the biggest gaming companies around because of their energy efficient blockchain. It bodes well. They get a couple more of those partnerships. There's no reason it doesn't run more in price. With the market looking pretty well, with the market, if we go back into a bull cycle, fully fledged bull cycle, again, Tezos, yeah, you should be looking at about 15 million market cap at least. I would think. I think it would break that all-time high there. Treble. If that trebles in price, I think that would be fair. Realistically, it could do far more. Tezos is one that has got huge backers as well. Make no mistake about that. Massive, massive, massive backers for Tezos. Polychain, Boost VC, Winklevoss. I'm certain Coinbase backers as well. It's already integrated with the Binance Smart Chain. There's a lot. There's a lot to like. This down the line could be a top 10. At some point I do expect, whether it's the next bull cycle or the one after, or if it's 5 years or 10 years, I do expect that your Doge coins will be replaced by your Tezoses, and I reckon we should, and to be fair, you sort of exclude your USDTs and stuff, and they're going to have a tough time with regulation soon enough anyway. But it's a really intriguing one. I still think Tezos has got real potential for that top 10 bracket. Maybe it's 5 years or 10 years before it does it, but it's definitely got the potential. And yeah, well done to them. Ubisoft. Be aware, guys. That's a nice little opportunity for people if you can. If you can beta test it on December 9th, if you've got the time, which is 2 days. A few NFTs dropped. That's kind of nice. Nice opportunity. So worth a look. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you're all keeping very, very, very well. If you're new to crypto, check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share my portfolio, one that I use to maximize gains during this bull cycle. We've had some massive wins recently. There are definitely some big wins coming as well. There's going to be some huge ones on the cards. So if you want to be a part of that and match those gains, you can. The bigger thing is as well, in the bear cycle, you better believe I'm finding the other phantoms, the other coins that are going to do those 100, 200, 300, 400x. So they're the opportunities of a lifetime. If you get in now, then you can make those profits throughout this bull cycle, but then be ready and waiting for that bear cycle. And I'll share those gems with everyone there. All right, take it easy. Bye-bye.